Write 3x squared minus 24x plus 38 in the form a times x minus b squared minus c, where a, b and c are integers. So this is saying to complete the square. However, this 3 at the front here means that I can't complete the square just yet. I need that to be a 1 in order to complete the square. So my first job is actually to do a little bit of factorising. I'm going to factorise 3 outside of these big square brackets. The reason I'm using big square brackets here is just to be really clear, because I know in a minute I'm going to use curly brackets for when I complete the square. And I don't want to get confused between the different brackets. So, factorising 3 outside will leave me on the inside with an x squared and a minus 8x. And I'm also going to have this 38 over 3, which is a bit awkward that doesn't divide, but we can deal with that. That's not a big problem. So just to double check here, because it's always a good idea to double check with these questions when we're doing factorising. 3 times the x squared gives the 3x squared. 3 times the minus 8x gives me the minus 24x. 3 times the 38 over 3 gives me the 38. So I've done the first step of factorising correctly. Now we can actually get into the completing the square. It's important we do this in 2 steps. Most of the people that got this question wrong got it wrong because they tried to factorise and completed the square in one go and made a mistake. I'm being really clear here. So far, all I've done is factorised. Now I'm going to do the completing the square step. So, I'm going to half the 8 to get a 4. I'm going to subtract that 4 squared. And I've still got that 38 over 3. Next, I can simplify this. In order to simplify these 2 terms, I'd like to have a common denominator. So that's 16 over 1. Let me rewrite that. With a denominator of 3, so that's going to be 48 over 3. So 16 over 1 is the same thing as 48 over 3. That then means that I can collect up those 2 terms. The minus 48 over 3 plus 38 over 3 is minus 10 over 3. And now, final step, we can multiply out those square brackets. So I've got 3 times the x minus 4 squared and 3 times the 10 over 3, which is 10. So this times this is this. This times this is this. And this is my answer to part A of the question. Part B of the question, which is right down here at the bottom, says hence, or otherwise, write down the coordinates of the turning point of the graph. The x-coordinate of my turning point is going to be a positive 4 because of that negative 4 there. We always flip the x-coordinate, flip the sign of the x-coordinate. So it's going to be a positive 4 for the x-coordinate of the turning point, and the y-coordinate is going to be negative 10 because of this. There we go, that's my answer to part B.